Hello everyone, and welcome back to the fangs and claws of the Calpac pack, where at this vulture bird eye view, you can see that we have actually conquered almost half the island, the killer island no less. Ha ha ha. Finally, a killer island that I can conquer with finesse. But I have to say, again, it is mostly the luck of the random genetic dice that have gotten us this far. I'm not really worried about us dying off, to be completely honest. We're doing good. We've got lots of babies, almost too many babies. And so now the time has come for conquest. We have established ourselves, we have a good supply of food, we have a good supply of nieces and nephews crawling underfoot, and now is time to set out and explore this island and conquer every last blade of its grass so that we can prove that we are actually strong enough to go and conquer the jungle in retaliation for the death of my Jagged Fang tribe. I am still so upset about that. But alright, so guys, welcome back. We have got quite a bit going on. You guys know and hopefully love the stories of all of the little nichelings we have wandering around, and I just realized I forgot to name some of the nichelings. Uh-oh, hang on. Phew! Okay, and now I have named the nichelings. I kind of forget sometimes with these tribes when we play with blind genetics because I don't look at the family trees, I don't look at the genes, I just pop in long enough to name them. But if you guys remember from last time, we did have quite a few surprising births, including the birth of Janai's only well, actually she has 2 surviving children. She kind of wrote Denise off. I'm sorry, Denise. I'm so sorry. Your mother has kind of written you off because you were born sickly, and she was heartbroken that her child with Roro didn't work out, so she had a child with Halo. Halo passed away of old age in this nest. I totally forgot to put him up at the peak of the ancestors. I feel very badly about that. I'm so sorry, Halo. But she has had a healthy son that she's actually quite content with guiding around and showing the edge of the territory and expanding the pack conquest with. So I think that Roro has really taken it in stride. He might win Janai over again in the future. Probably not anytime soon, if I'm completely honest, though, because we are up there at 22 nichelings. That's kind of where I like to cap out the tribe. It gets hard to keep track of everybody's stories after that. We also, I think we do have somebody pregnant right over here. Yep. Kisley, who is actually the alpha leader of the tribe, she hangs out and she helps to take care of things with her mate Genesis. And they have had a beautiful, healthy daughter named Iskoi, who I forgot to rename, but that's okay. We'll probably just name her Issy because it goes pretty well with Kisley. And Isley is probably going to be the next leader of the tribe because she has 8 strength. 8 strength! That's amazing! And maybe she'll actually be like Tarkil's mate? Probably not. Tarkil is beautiful. He is kind of the epitome of what we want this wonderful Calpac tribe to look like. I actually have fallen in love with that patterning, but he is not very strong compared to some of the other nichelings. So I don't know. We'll figure out the mating and we'll figure out the baby having later. This is going to be mostly an exploratory episode because we had lots of babies last time, including the birth of Rimi's child, Blink. I named him Blink because it was a cute name that was on your guys' niche name list. As always, just add your names into the comments section, and I shall, with deep thanks, add them to our ever-expanding niche name list. It'd be fun if I could turn this into a generator one day. We'll have to see. But that is Talark's son, and Talark is just happy as a lark, going around doing a bunch of hunting. Rimi was like, hey, cool, I'll go ahead and join your tribe to have a child. But Blink may actually be one of the most unexpectedly important members of the tribe, because there's a chance, and it may be a false chance, but there is a chance that he may actually have the immunity genes that we need to keep this tribe healthy. And I think, I can't really tell. Okay, there we go. He was indeed born with 1 Barina claw that came from the Calpac's line, and thankfully his mother was quite obliging to leave a lot of her other genes behind in the continuation of her line, because we also have the big nose mutation on this guy, and we have runner's leg instead of having a velvet paw. So he's pretty far ahead of where he could have been with Remy as a mom, and I'm very happy about that. So Blink might actually end up becoming like the mate of Isco. We'll have to see. He might end up becoming the mate of Denise. We're going after a lot of the nichelings that already have Barina Claw so that we can start focusing on some other Barina genes. Speaking of which, Friendly Barina has been lost. Our young uncle, Friendly Barina, is somewhere in this area and we're going to find him. But don't worry, Lotri and her son, Geru, who has been renamed, are on the hunt just to keep like tabs on Uncle Friendly Barina II. Because it's very important to have those possible Barina genes in the family tree. We also have Silk and her mate Kanar, a love story like no other, happily watching over their newborn son, Javiri. And Javiri is going to hopefully grow up happily with this little family. I have no idea why I'm so in love with this group, but I am. They unfortunately did lose their first child to a bird. I didn't mean for that to happen. It may have been for the better because it was a sickly son. I'm very sorry it happened though. He was our first big-eared child, and Javir is our second big-eared child. And I almost came over here, my friends, to show you how Antil was doing. But Antil is no more! She died! And not only did she die, we desperately, trying to keep her family lineage going, had her mate with a rogue that wandered by right at that moment, right before she died, mostly from leech infestation. I hope that's a lesson to you, Mr. Bleached Kiro over there. But mostly from leech infestation. She was sick, and then we ran into a rogue and mated with him, thinking at least we'll be able to keep on the lineage if the baby can survive. And literally the moment she gave birth, she died, and then a killer, not a normal, but a killer Barina showed up and ate the baby. That's so sad. What the heck? That was so terribly sad. But all right, we're going to do a lot of exploring this time because now that our tribe is big enough, now that we're really getting enough food, I want to conquer. So let's do this, guys. Alright, keeping an eye on things. Is that Friendly Barina? That is not a Friendly Barina. I've got this. No problem. Oh my gosh. Giru! You're so strong! That was just like 2 hits. That wasn't a problem at all. He was literally like, whatever, and just ate him. I can't believe that. That was amazing. All right, Kanara is going to bring in some food for the family. I think Silk is very happy. She's going to go ahead and become pregnant just in case a rogue wanders by. Oh, dear. And Javar is going to stay near his mother. She apparently didn't learn from losing the last baby to a bird. Oh, my goodness. And let's see. We're going to go ahead. We can't cut down that bush. Talark, I didn't realize you were so weak. I think we may have Talark's son, Blink, start wiggling his way over to visit with his dad. And Talark, I think your mate will kind of wiggle his way. Remy is just, she's not really like committed to this tribe, but at least she's contributing some genes, which I appreciate. All right, we're gonna get Kira over here. Maybe he can get healed up. In fact, we'll let Talark come and help his nephew, whatever he is, his pack mate at this rate, distantly related cousin nephew thing, get cured of that leech infestation. Let's see. Over on this end of things, Roro is finding himself amidst a ton of food. This tribe is not hurting for food. We can just destroy the berry bushes as we go. And little Hal is following his father's footsteps in actually clearing away a whole bunch of the grasses. Halo was a very adventurous nicheling who enjoyed exploring the edges of the territories. And Tankrar here is actually a nicheling who has double Barina paw, so I'm kind of interested in seeing if he has a recessive gene that would go well with Janai, but I'm gonna have him come over and kind of like apprentice with Roro while he's still a juvenile, and we'll see if I want to still breed Tankrar and Janai. But I think they both are Barina clawed, so it might like be a bit of a spark of a romance between the two, but we'll have to see. Meanwhile, speaking of sparks of romances, Takil is over here with the lovely Denise, who I think he has fallen for and she has fallen for him, even though she is a sickly nicheling and it will end badly for her. But we'll go ahead and have Tarkil gather up another bunny and he'll offer it as a little offering to Denise. And I think that she'll kind of dodge like side to side around the rock, kind of, you know, a little bit of a crush, keeping an eye on him. And he just is sort of watching her. He is literally the epitome of beauty in this tribe. I love him. All right, let's see. Meanwhile, Iska is good to step over here with her mother and kind of stay nearby. We're at 22 nichelings, so her mom doesn't need to have a baby just yet, but we will go ahead and kind of keep an eye on things. Her father, Genesis, also doesn't really need to do too terribly much, but we'll have him kind of help to keep an eye on these things. Let's see. Yeah, her mom, we'll have her mom kick the tree. Kisley is kind of just staying close to the nest. We're not really trying to be kind of cheaty and just eat plant matter. The point with this tribe is to eventually get to the point where we can't even eat plant matter if we wanted to. All right, Robin's gonna come on over. She's got that bunny. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that leech that's on her. Her brother Dan is really great at kind of having her back. Koi is doing some exploring up along this waterway. I think she's enchanted with the waterfall. Koi gave birth to her son. Nathan was her son? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Naughton was her son. And thankfully he survived a very neglectful childhood. But Koi's just really, she contributed to the tribe. She's done her due diligence. She's ready to move on. All right, and that's everybody. Let's explore. I'm so excited. I'm so proud we explored this little island, even though you're a very silly Kiro and you're constantly like getting bleached. Also, look at that. Some fresh rabbit literally just wandered up. All right, Blink is gonna probably pop over. He's gonna learn from his father a little bit. I don't think that Remy really wants to do much. I think she contributed what she needs to. She has 5 days left to live. Do I want her to contribute much more? I mean, not really. Mimi, I really don't want you to do much more. I guess you can park yourself up here and eat some berries for a second and then help clear some grass. But we'll have Blink come over to visit with his father. I think Kiro is actually going to wiggle over and check out this side of the island now. I'm not exactly sure what he's going to do over there, but we're going to at least get started. All right, and Javar, I'm going to jump down here. There was a bunny here a second ago. We'll go ahead and destroy the nest for now, but I want to leave them expecting, just in case a rogue comes by. I don't want Silk to unexpectedly end up pregnant. So we'll leave them there and let's start exploring. It's kind of amazing at how much work it is to explore, because it does take like an entire day of a nicheling's life just to clear the area around them out. All right, there we go. But I think that this particular tribe would be very proud, because every patch, every bramble they uncover, every inch of territory that they explore and conquer is another bit of territory that the tribe can claim, excuse me, cough cough, the pack can claim as their own. So I do think, yeah, I guess we're just gonna focus on exploring. So Isko, I guess Blink would be a good mate for you. Maybe. I think she would be good to have multiple mates. Some of them clearly just straight up gorgeous, like Tarkill, and some of them useful for their potentially hidden good genes, like Blink. So Iskol, there's a lot of nice nest up here. I feel like your mom would want to keep you close so that you can help out with the nice nest and all that. But at the same time, you're a very aggressive tribe. We have unlocked a new gene. What is it? I feel like Isko would want to do some exploring. So we'll send her, and the males I think might be good. Well, except I feel like Tarkill has fallen for Denise. So we'll just send Isko and Blink out, and we can always cross the genes when we need to come to that baby having. But let's see, what gene did we unlock? I'm pretty sure it's going to be Crackerjaw. Yep. Crackerjaw. Don't fear, my friends. I am never going to be allowed to put Crackerjaw into the mutation menu of this family tree. You have been spared as soon as it breeds its way out. So many of you guys hate Crackerjaw. I find it quite useful, so that's why we have it so often. Though this time, you guys were here at the beginning. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. All right, there we go. We'll do some more exploring. Oh, bunny just literally ran between your legs and I can't do anything about it. All right, more exploring over here with Koi. Her son Nathan is nearby. We've almost conquered that entire section. Genesis, we're kind of getting to the point where just keeping the area lit up is a good idea, because it will prevent any of the Berina from popping up unexpectedly. It feels so weird not to have somebody on that side of the island now. I kind of miss it. But let's, oh, here we go, guys. It's romance. romance and true love. Tarkil, pass on a Berina claw. And also, while you're at it, pass on some ram horns. Ditto on this side. I hope that you guys will have good luck with that. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to allow Danisi to shyly approach the handsome Tarkil. And with little romantic love hearts going everywhere, she'll dive into the nest. And Tarkil will now come over here where he will diligently side-eye this beautiful new mate of his and do what he can to expand the pack's territory in that direction. Hopefully they'll have a healthy baby. Also, I know Kisley's also pregnant and she doesn't have long for this world, so we gotta have some babies soon. But Denise might die soon, so I'm breaking all my rules. All right, is baby sick? Oh no! No! She is sick. She has the common cold because she has low immunity or was infected by another creature. But I think she's gorgeous and everything I possibly wanted in that line. But I do think that her genes are too close together. But her mom is also sick, so her mom can take care of her. I think Denise would see nothing wrong, and she would be very self-indulgent with having another child and taking care of her baby. So Tarkil is going to have to keep his distance, but I do think that Denise would literally see nothing wrong with this situation. She's got all the nest in the world. She's also sick. Her baby's also sick. She can actually take care of her sick baby. There's a little bit of a beauty to that. Also, Remy, I really could use you not my tribe now, but you know what? You contributed the best you could. We'll let you... I don't really see her as much of a wanderer. I think she's gonna go looking for some berries. I don't think that Talark is going to... Oh no, Talark! Talark dies the next day, my friends. We need to get him up to the peak of ancestors. And his son, Blink, is going to come right up next to him. And Kiro is going to come after some of these bunnies. There's just too many for him to be able to resist. But this is so sad. Talark is indeed reaching the end of his era, and he is leaving behind his son, Blink. However, Blink and Isco are young, and they are meeting one another upon the ancestral hilltop, where hopefully romance can be sparked, and we can send them away to go explore the other side of the island and carry on the family lineage. Meanwhile, Genesis is still quite young for a tribe leader, and so is Kisley. We're gonna have to kind of keep an eye on them because I do need them to have a baby soon. Kisley's getting a little older, but I hate how many nichelings we have. I don't want to lose track of the storylines, and it is too easy to do that when you have too many nichelings. Gotta be careful. All right, come here, little bunny. I gotta eat ya. I know it's not nice, but I gotta eat ya. All right, let's see. How are we doing up here? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have Koi take a risk of diving across the river. Oh, and she can eat some fish. That counts as meat if you ask me, so it's totally fine that she can eat some fish. And Noten will follow her across. We are beginning to get to the point where we have conquered all of this except for that little spot. I see you, spot. I will get you. And we are wiggling our way across the rest of the island, proving our superiority in genes. Man, we haven't run into a Berina, and this is the hard island, in quite a while. So let's see. And Tanklar and Roro are exploring buddies. That bunny literally walked into our mouth. No problem from me there. And Janai is going to clear away these bushes. Roro is going to clear away these ones. They're going to exchange a glance, an awkward glance, knowing their history together. And Tanklar is going to just kind of like bullishly push his way forward and be like, hey, I have Berina claws. You have Berina claws. And he's young and full of himself. So we'll have to see where that may go. However, we're over 20 nichelings, so nothing's happening yet. Even with my favorite couple, like Kanar here. All right, we're gonna eat that. And Silk is going to just kind of bask. Even though I'm supposed to not focus on vegetable matter and plant matter for food, I can't help it. Silk is just beautiful and I love her. And I'm gonna spoil her rotten so she can have all she wants. And her son, Javiri, needs to start wandering around. All right, there's another bunny. I'm not gonna turn down free food. And Lotri can jump over here. Oh, there's a good stump. I love a good stump. And we're gonna get a great view from up here. Look at that, conquering the whole island. This is not gonna be a problem. We've totally got this. Oh, hello there. Normal Berina. You think you can eat my nishlings? I have some news for you. Your dinner. All right, this is no problem. We got this. All right, in fact, watch. Tankar is gonna like push his way forward, boom, to prove his mettle. And oh no. Oh no! Lothri, I'm so sorry. You can have your vengeance. Go forth, Lothri. You may have your vengeance. We shall attack this rogue and you can attack the heck out of him. Go for him, Lothri. I think she would be so irate. I can't believe that she got pregnant with a rogue. He's got a big body and that's all he's got going for him. And I think Lothri would just be like livid. So being able to go ahead, we found a nest for her at least. And we'll take care of her child. We do take care of our own within this pack after all. But I do think that is why Silk is like patting her belly and like, very grateful she doesn't have to put up with that nonsense. Oh, there's our bunny. Oh, there's another bunny. Hey, don't mind if I do. This place is just crawling with food. No wonder Remy is just like, well, you know, I got it good here. All right, and then little baby Slice, who will have a new name, she's beautiful, is going to go ahead and just kind of stick with her mother, who is happily pregnant and expecting her second child with the exceptionally beautiful Tarkil, who has now gathered another bunny that has just literally walked into our mouth. Maybe we're building all of this food and it will turn out as time goes on to be because we are building our way up to the jungle and I'm going to need every ounce of extra bunny meat that we have in order to get through the ordeal of destroying those apes. I'll feel so happy when that happens. Meanwhile, Blink says goodnight to his father, who has now passed away of old age up here on the Ancestral hill. Also, we have a new gene. Let us see if we can figure out what it is. It's not the 50-day survive gene, which surprises me. I feel like we've been here forever and ever. Is it the eyesight? Blind eyes? No? Huh. I'm just sipping my tea and looking it over, but I don't know what gene we just unlocked. But whatever. Okay. Well, we're not going to worry about it, guys. Anyway, Blink and Isko, who is going to get a new name, have exchanged a glance and they have seen the cycle of life and death, and they have been given the blessing and the urge from Blink's father to go forth and to explore the lands and conquer it so that they can provide safety and well-being to the people of their tribe. Because look what happens with this rogue male over here when you don't have that safety of strength and numbers and conquest of the land, knowing the layout of the land, as well as you know your own heart. So yeah, definitely going to work on that. Those two, I think, will actually go ahead and they will hearken to that knowledge, and they're going to go ahead and start wandering together down the hillside and into the thick forest. And speaking of into the thick forest, Koi, I think, is really enchanted with these fish and having a hard time leaving them. Her son, Noten, is very happy to just kind of help his mom out. He's pretty forgiving of the fact that she just kind of like ditched him and left as soon as he was born. Meanwhile, over here, Robin is literally feasting. There's so much food! There's so much food! I can't even feed all my nishlings fast enough. What? I mean, I can't even eat all the bunnies. It's like a ridiculous amount of food on this island. There we go. Somebody, like one of the birds just ate one of the rabbits. And we may have to start posting sentries. That may be one of our new things. Kisley only has 1 day left, so she is going to have her last child with Genesis, and then we will add her bones to the Ancestral Hill. As sad as that is. Kisley's also beautiful. I love her as a nicheling, and she just has an aura of strength about her that I have very much admired in our adventures. Alright, meanwhile, Jani had her son Hal rescued by the strapping young Tinkrar. And Roro, I don't know, I feel like Roro maybe wants to give it a second chance, but Janai, I feel like she's just still so skittered from having a unhealthy child, even though Denisi is doing so well in her own right, that I don't know if Janai could bring herself to think about the romance with Roro, even though Roro probably truly loves her after her own heart. So let's see what's going down. Another sickly baby, unfortunately. This is such a pity. But they're gorgeous children. I can't deny that, Tarkil. I can't deny that. I think as long as Denisi lives, he and Denisi will end up having children together. They are sickly, but that doesn't mean that they are useless to this tribe. And who knows, maybe they will be the essential twist of genetic surprise that we need in order to make this tribe strong, healthy, and powerful enough to conquer this island. So, all right, we've got lots of sickly nichelings. We know who they are. We've got a rogue that we will hunt down and destroy in Lothri's honor. And we have got more adventures to continue on with next time. So look at that, guys. I think we are gonna finish the conquest of this island a lot sooner than we think, but I do need to send somebody back over here to get that little piece of grass, or else I'm gonna feel so ridiculous to have to like turn this whole tribe around just so we can go pluck that one little island's worth of grass. But it's got to be done, other than the regrowable grass, so that we can conquer the island. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.